Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for tuning in. God, it's been a while, hasn't it? But as you just gathered from the start of the video, I've been busy with Chester, my new little friend. Anyway, I'm Katie and today we're doing a Scrawlrbox. If you haven't seen any of my other Scrawlrbox videos, there is a playlist dedicated to it, and I'll leave a doobry up the corner for you to click on if you want to watch it straight after. Anyway, back to the box. I was so chuffed with this one. First thing I saw was Ants, which is obviously Kasey Golden, and I'm a bit of a fan, I must admit. And as well, the weird thing was these strange watercolour paper book thingamabobs, which, to be honest, I was actually considering buying anyway. I just wasn't too sure. And then Scrawlrbox must have answered my prayers and sent one across to me. We'd also got a mechanical pencil, a Winsor & Newton fine line type pen, but it's quite a chunky one, pretty nice paintbrush, and some watercolour paper. First thing that hit me with using these paints is how pigmented they are. I mean, everyone chucks the word pigmented around, but these are serious. These are like, wow. And the vibrancy of the colours remind me a lot of the Ecoline pens. I thought some of the colours were quite similar. For example, the crimson and the deep pink pretty much look the same as with the light green and the sap green, but hey, I kind of like them still. I think there's a bit of a novelty to them, but I actually reckon I can probably get some use out of these outside the box. Anyway, the Scrawlrbox challenge was feeling buggy, which is very typical of Kasey Golden with her ants and various other creatures. And I wanted to do something a little different to the style I normally do. So mine's a bit of a humorous one. So I've done a shield bug. He's propped his shield up against his sofa and he is ringing and work sick, because usually when you're sick you've got a bug, and it's a bug feeling buggy. Get it? Well, I kind of think he was funny anyway. And obviously it's in a bit of a different style to what I normally work at. I've also added a cheeky nod to Kasey Golden's ants and put a picture of one of her ants hanging in a frame on his wall. How cool is that? I've got to give a nod. I am a big fan of Kasey Golden. So let's talk about the paints a bit more. You really don't need much water to activate them. They're not like your regular watercolours, and it does recommend that you dry them before folding the pages over, but they've also got that protective sheet in between. Now, I found how incredibly saturated these are, that on some of the areas I applied them, it was a bit too much. It was just too much. So when I folded the protective page over, obviously it imprinted onto the wet colour sheets, and I actually found that taking the colour off the protective sheet allowed me to have a bit more control, but it's all a massive learning curve. I'll tell you what though, I am really happy with the paintbrush. I don't know why, but it just holds the paint really well. Scrawlrbox, you've done good this time. You have put in a nice appropriate paintbrush for the materials, and I'm dead chuffed, really am. So I just want to say to everyone, thank you for hanging on in there. I know I've sort of been off radar a little bit, but I'm absolutely besotted with this puppy, and at the moment we're training him and it just makes it a little bit difficult to allocate some time using art materials. I can't have him in my studio with me because he's in that lovely chewing stage at the moment, and there are just far too many tempting things in there, and I'll probably have him in there once he's settled in, but he's only little. He's only 9 weeks old. He's very new. So one thing I noticed about these Viviva watercolour sheets is, again, they activate really quickly from the little paper palettes, but they also reactivate on paper. Now, I noticed around the shield area while I was painting there how easily the colours bled in. So that's worth bearing in mind if you give these a try yourself. However, when it comes to applying it though, I must admit I really like how even it goes on. And yeah, I like them. I can't wait to use them on other things. It's going to be great. Now the mechanical pencil that came with it was really good. The Pentel Orange mechanical pencil. Yeah, nice weight. I do like a heavyweight mechanical pencil to work with, so yeah, that ticks a lot of boxes for me. The Winsor & Newton fine marker, it was a bit on the chunky side for me. I usually tend to go for finer ones. However, I had no problems when putting paint down next to it. It didn't reactivate it or anything, and when I rubbed out the pencil marks underneath, that all came off really well as well. So yeah, it's a thumbs up. Definitely thumbs up. This has been a good Scrawlrbox. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to mention was the sweets. We got a apple flavoured Jolly Rancher. I quite like Jolly Rancher sweets, I must admit. I remember in the 90s they were big over here in the UK, and then they vanished. And then I went to, where did I go now? It was Toronto a couple of years ago, and I saw them and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy, I've missed these so much. And then they brought them back out again in the UK. Weird, huh? But anyway, was very happy, although I would have liked a watermelon one more. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. Again, I'm really sorry that I've been a bit haphazard with my schedules at the moment. I know I was missing for a week, but I am back. I might not be quite as regular, but that's because of Chester. But yeah, good Scrawlrbox. Really love the collaboration with Kasey Golden, and really like the materials in there. Well chuffed. Anyway, just want to say thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more, and I will see you soon. Bye.